Good day, our amazing listeners, and welcome to another exciting episode of Sphere Rocket Podcast Network, your go to destination in exclusive conversations with the top tier real estate professionals. Yeah, I'm your host, Sweet, and today we have a very special guest with us, so sit back and relax. Our guest is a high energy, high working realtor with a strong background in economics, finance, sales, and construction. Serving the South Bay and West Side areas, he brings dedication, commitment, and a deep love for these communities. A master certified expert in negotiation. Wow. He uses his strategic planning to ensure smooth transactions and great results for his clients. Born and raised locally, he knows the neighborhood and the market trends inside out. Beyond real estate, he gives back through beach cleanups and coaching at AYSO soccer. Love that. Okay, so please welcome Kevin DaSilva.
Hi,
Hello.
sweet. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Hello, Kevin. How are you?
Doing very well, thank you.
Love that. Love that. And love that deep voice.
Oh, then
And,
getting over a
uh,
cold too. It's usually not that bad.
yeah, so before we start formally with our what they call this our interview for today, first I want to
hmm
thank you for showing up, and of course let's have a little bit of icebreaker first.
Oh,
So Kevin, what is your go-to beverage after a long day at work and showing people houses? So yeah.
my go-to beverage is water.
Love that. Yeah, I think that is the most healthy way, and yeah, to keep you hydrated as well. So it's also a reminder for our audiences to be keep, hydrated. So love that. So yeah, let's dive right in with knowing you more, Kevin, with of course your expertise in real estate. So first, can you walk us through on the history on how you started the real estate business? Like what sparked interest in you to embark this journey in this industry?
Yeah, that's a great question, sweet. So when I first got started in real estate, I was planning to become an accountant, and my friend uh, had started his own brokerage and asked if I would join. And I, went through the license process and joined his brokerage. It was a small boutique firm, and he was mainly a developer. So I realized that what I wanted to accomplish and what he wanted to accomplish weren't in line. So I set on my way to find people who were doing what I wanted to do. And to put that perspective, I wanted to, grow a business that people would want to have in their lives and would, recommend to their friends and family. And as well, grow a business that actually means something, not only to the people who work here, but to the people we serve.
Love that. It is really like a purposeful intention and why you really do real estate. And I can see here in your in your title, it's creating the future of real estate. So can you share a little bit more about that? What was the
Yeah.
background and what's the mission all about?
So our mission is simple, and I feel like all missions should be simple. In our mission statement, it is to better the position of our clients by providing better tools, better strategy, and better service. Um, Now, position. Let's kind of construct the mission real quick. How do we provide the best, the best service and the best experience? Well, when we deliver the best results, you will naturally have the best experience. And but it's also increasing our client's position. And so what that means is, if you're buying a house, it's trying to get as much repairs compensated, as many repairs compensated. If you're buying a house, it's trying to get it at the lowest possible price. And if you're selling a house, it's doing more marketing, um, intelligent marketing, I would say, and listing and marketing properties so that you procure higher offers. And and then on the other side, it's making sure that the seller has the least amount of repairs to compensate for. So it's really for the sellers, it's keeping more money in their pocket, and for the buyers as well. It's protecting them and making sure that they keep as much money in their pocket as well.
Love that. Love that. It's really serving both sellers and buyers. That from what I can hear from you, it's really providing them the best experience that they can have, and also the best, experience and the quality of um like the best of the best, really serving the best of the best.
It's looking out for
So
them as well. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, I totally agree. So can you share to us, Kevin, some like your favorite encounters or favorite like moments that this like closing experience, like you've closed something, closed a house, or
Yeah.
sold a house, and yeah, tell us about that favorite story, and yeah, the
Oh,
lessons
definitely.
that you also learned about that.
I mean, I would say my best experiences obviously sit inside my top negotiated agreements. So, what do I mean by that? Um, three purchases stand out um, where I've knocked almost $250,000 off the asking price in order to get my client the home, and have even brought it down below the appraised value. So, the ultimate goal, the ideal situation for any buyer we represent would be to, pick up the property below market and have it appraised for more. So the bank sends out an appraiser to determine the value of the property, and they say, well, I know you're in escrow for $2 million, but we feel like this property is worth $2,050,000, and that's instant equity in my client's pocket. So it is the three in particular. One, a negotiated agreement on the Bluffs. I knocked $200,000 off and then was able to claw back $17,000 in repair credits for the buyer. That buyer hired me back, so that's kind of like a success story. They were so happy with my work, they hired me back, and I recently we knocked off again almost $200,000 and procured, what was it, $30,000 in repair credits. So it was, and that one, in all fairness, that one was a nicer house. So it was really good work. As far as my listings, one listing that I have that it's an example of our work. Back when I first started our listing process, the marketing process that we utilize today on every listing that we sell, there was a house that had hired another agent. They went into escrow after 1 week on market. They fell out of escrow. The seller, who was a lawyer, canceled the listing with that listing agent. They felt that the listing agent was acting with incompetence. Basically, was not fit for the house. They fired that listing agent, hired me 1 week later. And keep in mind, I'm coming on market after 3.5 weeks of it previously being on market. It was previously on the market for $2,880,000. I relisted it foolishly for $2,975,000, and I ended up selling it for $3,005,000. So in 5 short weeks, I earned my client an extra $125,000, which was basically $25,000 a week just by hiring me.
Wow. Yeah,
So,
that's so
um,
amazing. Mhm.
and we still, a number of our listings still hold records. It's not uncommon for the listings we sell to hold records. The longest record I held was I sold a property in West LA that held the record. I sold it in the beginning of 2018. It held the record for the highest price 3 bedrooms house sale until 2021.
Wow.
So
That is so amazing. That is so amazing. Really, I was so wow. I was like really impressed about that. And yeah, I think not everyone can will be able to pull that off. So what do you think is the secret sauce in that? Like, what did you do to really pull it
Yeah.
off?
So the secret sauce is that you can't just have one secret sauce.
Totally agree.
Let me explain that. So our secret sauce is our listing marketing. We do, on average, we do 10 times more marketing than anybody in the industry right now. Even the best agents, we do twice as much marketing as they do. So, when you do, and it's not just more, you could send postcards, and we don't send postcards. It's content marketing. It's providing the best content for the demographic that you're marketing to. Like in LA, social media is not great, right? But if you go to other parts of the country, social media works really well. So we don't, although we do a lot on social media. Actually, this last weekend, we had our first social media lead on a listing that we didn't pay for. It was organic.
Wow, congratulations.
We paid for many, but that's very rare. And maybe it's a sign of the times. Maybe the buyers are moving up, but either which way, you can. I run my marketing on a philosophy. You cannot distribute content you have not created. Like there's no marketing plan for content you haven't made. Period. Like I can't run advertisements on YouTube if I don't have a video. A buyer from another county over can't walk the house unless they drive to the house. Okay. They can't determine if their couch is going to fit unless we've created that for them online. And so our job, so our secret sauce is we create the content for people to engage with on all the different portals and online and et cetera, et cetera. The next secret sauce is really figuring out the vision for the property. So that record I held for 3 years of the highest sale of a 3-bedroom house, it was a large 3-bedroom house, to give it credit, but the market during that time period was rising quite quickly. So to hold the record for 3 years was quite the accomplishment, but it took vision. It took vision because it had a 1,200 square foot master bedroom, which was kind of unnecessary. For a 3,000 square foot house to have almost half your home be the size of the master bedroom is somewhat unnecessary. So it was giving people the vision of how you would still maintain a master bedroom and still carve out an additional bedroom on the top floor. And we were able to procure a buyer who was able to see the vision. And once they saw the vision and the low cost, they realized that they weren't buying a 3-bedroom house. They were buying what would soon be a 4-bedroom house that would be worth more, right? So it's helping people see the vision of the property. Every property is different. We live in Los Angeles where it's not, how do you say this? It's not so cookie cutter. In LA, back in the 40s, 50s, 60s, 20s, even the 70s a little bit, LA was very cookie cutter. But guess what everybody's done to their little 2 and 3-bedroom homes? They've made them bigger, and not everybody has gone the same direction in how they make it bigger. So every home is so unique, and that's what I love about LA real estate. But sometimes you get a home and you have to see the opportunity in the home and the vision, and you use that to help the buyer see it too.
Amazing. I really love your approach in that. And yeah, really making the most out of what is like the trend, and what is y- social media, for example, content marketing, like you've said. So that is so amazing, really, making the most out of all of the resources that the present moment is offering us. Like, like you mentioned, it's very innovative, your approach. So yeah, so I you mentioned, yeah, like marketing. So you part of like a great marketing team, so able to like pull it off. Yeah, that is so amazing.
We spend more time on marketing than we spend on, outside of client service. So actually interfacing with the client is probably the one thing that we do the most of. And I wouldn't say probably, it is the thing that we spend the most time sitting in front of a client, showing a property, helping them get their listing ready, managing, reviewing offers, stuff like that. So we spend the most time throughout the week doing those things. However, as far as the thing we spend the most time doing outside of client service is marketing. We spend hours each week, and I run the marketing team on the team. So I'm in charge of the marketing department. It's two of us. We're looking to expand to a third. And that would be our content person, but it's, as we're pumping out content and as our content for our listings is getting better, I'm realizing that we should probably hire somebody.
Yeah.
somebody
That is great too.
who can shoot content, send it off for editing. Oh, actually, no, we just made it. We do have we have an editor who we pay. So technically we do have 3 people on the marketing team.
Amazing. That is good news. Meaning you're really expanding and leveraging your business to make it more effective. And as I mentioned, you're really creative when it comes to your marketing styles and your all of your approach is very innovative. So just one last question before we proceed
Yes.
to our next segment. I'm curious about what do you think, Kevin, is the main value or skill that a realtor should have to be successful in this business?
Main value and skill to be successful. I would say expectation. I run across a lot of real estate agents who, when provided an opportunity to make more money, right? We'll define success. Is success doing the activities, or is success building a life and gaining financial freedom at some point in the future? I subscribe to the latter, not the former. But I run across a lot of real estate agents who, as long as they're doing the activities, they feel like success will come to them. We have opportunities on the team, and I'm when somebody comes to me and they say, "Hey, what's the quickest way to make $100,000?" I said, "Look, it's not. There is a way. It's not very sexy. It's kind of monotonous, and it's doing very similar activities day in, day out. And so have the expectation that success is boring. It's what you do with the success that's exciting."
Amazing. Totally agree with that. That is actually mind-blowing for me because it's so simple, but people tend to forget about that to do the monotonous thing, the daily activities, the little things, that makes an impact for you to reach a certain goal that you want. So, thank you so much for sharing that, Kevin. And for those who are listening to this right now who wants to get you as an agent to sell their homes or buy homes, what's the best way that they can contact you or reach out to you?
There's a couple. So one, you can go to our YouTube channel, Living in Los Angeles, Cali, CALI. So it's like Living in Los Angeles with CALI at the end. You can message us there. We post all our long form video, which I think is much better. You can comment there. You can message us there. Also our Instagram at Kevin DaSilva Group. So that's the name, like you see on the headline right here, Kevin DaSilva, but just add group at the end, all one word, at Kevin DaSilva Group. And you can follow us on Instagram. Those are the 2 best places to follow us. If you do want to send us a message, those are the best spots to do it too.
Cool. Amazing. Thank you for sharing that. And just stay there because after this commercial, we will be having our next segment called the lightning round.
Overwhelmed with work? Well, meet your new partner from Sphere Rocket VA. In just a click, get matched with a virtual assistant who handles all the tedious tasks. No in-person hiring, no extra office gear, just easy online help from our recruitment team. It's like having an extra pair of hands minus the hassle. So ready to relax and see your work done just like magic? choose Sphere Rocket VA and visit us at www.sphererocketva.com.
Okay, and we're back, still here with Kevin, and it's time for our lightning round. So, lightning round, Kevin, is just quick and fun questions. So,
Sweet.
you ready?
Yeah.
Amazing. So, the first question is, what is your favorite business book?
Favorite business book. I think the book everybody needs to read at some point in their life is Think and Grow Rich.
Oh, yeah, I love that book. Love that book. And yeah, who is your favorite influencer or coach?
Whew. Favorite? It hit me with some good ones. I recently, let me see. Let me think about that real quick. Favorite influencer or coach? Yeah, I mean, I would say my favorite influencer of all time or coach is Tom Ferry.
Wow.
I mean, what I like about is he's very well-rounded, and I know he's manages the business now and other people do it. But, back when I first saw him 9 years ago, he's very smart when it comes to marketing and attracting clients to your business.
Love that. Love that. All right. And next is, what is your favorite lead generation method?
My favorite lead generation method are the ones who come to me. No, it's like, so it didn't used to be this way, but this year, open houses have become our favorite lead generation method. And when I say it didn't used to be this way, I would help one person every year or every other year buy a home from somebody who I met at open house. And this year we've already helped 6 people. So we've transformed the way we do open houses, where it's now like a guided tour and a showing. And the home buyers actually really value this service. And so, yeah, that has become our favorite lead generation tool.
Amazing. And next is, what is your biggest goal for 2024?
My biggest goal is to sell $100 million of real estate. We're on track we're already at close. Like, if I didn't take on any new business, we would do 40 million. I think we might end up settling around 80 million. So, but my next goal in real estate is to sell $100 million of real estate.
Wow. Love that, and wishing that for you. And lastly, what is your favorite Amazon purchase of all time?
I would have to ask my wife. Hey, babe, what's your favorite Amazon purchase of all time?
Hard.
Hold on, she said that's hard. I don't really do the Amazon shopping. I mean, I buy books on Amazon. I don't.
Or your best buy or in anything like favorite.
I mean, my best purchase of all time would be
Mhm.
the house we bought in 2020.
Wow.
Took work. So our best purchase of all time. We now rent it out. We rent it out at a gain. So we rent it out. Our total rental value is more than what our mortgage is. So we make money on it. So I would say that was our best purchase we ever did. But as far as it's got to be what's something crafty? Oh, I know, the air fryer. Best Amazon purchase. I don't know if we bought it on Amazon, but the best online purchase was the air fryer.
Wow. I think, do you cook to it every day or every meal?
It's aside from the microwave, which it's the thing we use the most.
Yeah, I also love cooking in the air fryer.
Yeah,
It's so easy. It's so easy.
it's so easy.
Yeah, yeah, totally agree. And yeah, thank you so much, Kevin, for joining us today
Thank you
and
for
sharing
having me.
with us. But before we end this episode, if you want to give a shout out or promote anything, I'm giving you the floor.
Ah, sweet. Well, I'd like to give a shout out to my wife. Not only is she an amazing wife, but she's also an amazing business partner and the top agent on the team. I'd like to give a shout out to Patrick. I believe he does a lot. Patrick Ferry does a lot with you guys, and recently started coaching with him, and he has been amazing. So huge shout out to him. Huge shout out to Tom Ferry. I strive every day to try to create a business that he teaches. You know, and shout out to Sphere Rocket for having me on here.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. It's been a pleasure to have you here and learn from you. I personally learned a lot. And
Thank you.
yeah, thank you so much, Kevin. And there you have it, friends. I hope you also learned from this episode like I did. And comment down below your favorite takeaways from this episode. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button so you will never miss a single episode. And as always, if you have a suggestion for future topics or guests, just drop us a message. Again, my name is Sweet, and until next time, stay inspired and keep building those spheres of success. Bye.
Bye. Thank you.